any effort to impede the right of our military members overseas or here domestically in voting would be an extraordinary violation of the trust that we should have for those who serve so valiantly.
Once again, Mitt Romney doesn't have the facts. You see, Ohio is a must-win for Mitt Romney. And with President Obama ahead in the polls, the Romney campaign, what are they doing? They're getting desperate. Romney is accusing the president of taking away early voting privileges from members of the United States military in Ohio, but that's not what really is happening here at all. The Obama campaign is suing the state of Ohio over its restrictive early voting law. Now, the campaign is seeking to extend voting time for everybody in Ohio, all Ohioans, including military voters. In other words, the Obama campaign wants servicemen and women to keep their early voting privileges and offer those privileges to all voters in the state of Ohio. But you won't know that by watching Fox News.
If President Obama gets his way, the special voting rights of some of America's finest will be eliminated.
Really? Governor John Kasich, a former Fox News employee, signed the Republican-backed legislation reducing early voting privileges, with the exception of service members. Obama campaign advisor David Axelrod is calling out Romney and the Fox News tactics.
What that lawsuit calls for is not to deprive the military of the right to vote on the final weekend of the campaign. Of course they should have that right. What that suit is about is whether the rest of Ohio should have the same right. And I think it's shameful that Governor Romney would hide behind our servicemen and women.
I'm joined tonight by former Governor Ted Strickland of Ohio and currently an Obama 2012 campaign co-chair. Ted, great to have you with us tonight. You know, this is one of these...
It's good to be with you.
You bet. This is one of these stories where two sides are saying different things, and who's the public going to believe? In the meantime, you've got 15 military groups agreeing with Mitt Romney. Is he winning the messaging war on this?
Well, let me say, Ed, the Fox News and Mitt Romney should really hang their heads in shame, because they are hiding behind our military, making false accusations. The Cleveland Plain Dealer has analyzed the Romney claim and has said it is absolutely false. This is the truth. Early voting in Ohio had been permitted in the past on the weekend leading to the November election. And the Republicans are trying to restrict that weekend voting for everyone except the military. Now, 93,000 Ohioans voted during that last weekend of voting in the last presidential election. This is a blatant attempt to keep Ohioans from exercising their right to vote on those days leading up to November 6th. It has nothing to do with depriving the military of the right to vote. Contrary, the Obama and the Ohio Democratic Party believes that all Ohioans, military and non-military, should be able to register their votes during that weekend before the November election. But for Mitt Romney to imply that the president is trying to keep our military men and women from voting during that period of time is a shameful accusation. He ought to hang his head in shame. You know, there are a lot of things that we do in politics, a lot of accusations we make, but the military should not be used as a political football. Yeah. And that's exactly what Mitt Romney is doing in this case.
Governor Strickland, do you think Mitt Romney has all the facts? Do you think that he is willfully going out saying something that's totally incorrect and knows it?
Well, if he has the facts and he continues to say what he's saying, then he is a dishonest person. If he doesn't have the facts, then he should hold his staff accountable for not briefing him appropriately. But the accusations that they are making are absolutely, totally false. The president, all of us, want our servicemen and women to be able to vote during that weekend. We want all Ohioans to be able to vote during that weekend period of time. And for Mitt Romney to imply otherwise is just a dishonest act. And by now, he should know the truth, Ed. This has been discussed. He should know the truth by now, and he should recant what he has accused the president of doing now that he has the truth.
And there are some military veteran organizations like Vote Vets. They're saying that obviously Romney is doing the wrong thing and misstating the situation. But what kind of impact, what does this mean for the law on Election Day. What does this mean to voters?
Well, I think it means that, as is the case in many states, the Republicans are trying to take measures that will limit the ability of Americans to freely cast their votes. We're seeing voter suppression take place all across the country, and it's happening here in Ohio.
And so, what does that mean for President? What does that mean for President Obama's ground game?
Well, it means we've got to get our people out to vote early as possible, and we need to inform people of their rights, and we need to pursue this court case. The federal court will have a hearing on this matter, I think, on August the 15th, and it is my hope that the court will protect the people's right to vote during that 3-day period leading up to November the 6th.
And that, of course, that would be acting on the Obama campaign lawsuit is what you're talking about there. Okay, so that's coming up on August 15th.
Absolutely.
So it'll be...
But Ed, what really bothers me, Ed, is a blatant attempt on the part of the Romney campaign to imply that the president would try to deprive our servicemen and women of their ability to vote during that period of time. It is absolutely false. It is reprehensible. Mitt Romney should know better. If he doesn't know better, he should get himself educated.
We're going to follow up on these.
That's what we're facing.
Okay, we're going to follow up on these 15 military groups that are agreeing with Romney and find out why they're agreeing with Romney if they've got it so wrong. Former Governor Ted Strickland of Ohio, great to have you with us tonight. Appreciate your time.
Hello.